Namaskar students. Let's continue with the communication skills, and in it today we will first solve out the quiz which I have given in my last video. Let's check with answer number 1. Answer number 1 is fear, and in the fear situation our eyes open wide, our jaw drops, and our lips slightly stretch horizontally back to ears, and it is showing a little bit tense. Answer number 2 is pain. In the pain situation, our eyes close tightly and eyebrows become lower, and lips are tightened and press upwards. Answer number 3 is depicting pride. In the pride situation, our head tilts little bit backward, our lips corner goes up for a slight smile. Answer number 4 is again depicting pain. In the panic situation, our eyes close tightly, eyebrows become lower and tighten and press upwards. Lips. Answer number 5 is surprise, and in surprise facial expression our eyebrows raised, eyes widen and mouth gets open. Answer number 6 is contempt, and in the contempt face expression our lips corner tighten and raised only on one side of the face. Next answer is embarrassment, and in this situation our gaze is averted, head moved down to the side and neck exposed. Answer number 8 is politeness, and in the politeness phase our eyes muscles remain relaxed, no crow's feet, and our lips corner pulled up slightly. Next, answer number 9. This face is depicting disgust. In this situation, eyes become narrow and eyebrows pull down and in. Nose wrinkles at bridge, and our mouth, upper lips raises, it opens and tongue sticks out. 10th face is depicting compassion, and in the compassion situation eyebrows pulled in and up, head tilts toward slightly and lips pressed together. Answer number 11 is depicting amusement. In this situation, our head thrown back with jaw lifted, eyes crow's fit at the eyes indicating that the muscle have tightened, and our mouth open and jaw dropped with a relaxed muscle. Answer number 12 is interest. It is a feeling or emotion that causes attention to focus on an object, event, or a process. In an interest situation, our jaws being dropped, tongue being stuck upward or outward maybe, or pupils being dilated to do the work. Next answer is sadness. In the sadness situation, we are dropping our upper eyelid, losing focus in eye, and slightly pulling down of lips corner. Answer number 14 is shame. In this, our head tilts down and eyes lock downwards. Answer number 15 is happiness. In this situation, our crow's feet wrinkles pushed up the cheeks and movement from muscle that orbits to the eyes. Last 16 answer is anger. In the anger situation, our eyebrows down and together, our eyes glare and narrowing of the lip situation is there. Next is element of personal communication. By the law of Albert Mehrabian's 738-55 rule is there. In this communication, A speaker words are only a friction of his efforts. The pitch and the tone of his voice is 38%, and the speed and the rhythm of the spoken words and pauses between those words may express more than what is communicated by the words alone. As you know, the teacher may identify the child who is scared, who can speak by the body language only. So you need to understand the body language also. Next is body language. It is a type of non-verbal communication in which a physical behavior as opposed to word are used to express or convey the information. Such behavior include facial expression, body posture, gesture, eye movement, touch and the use of space. By the body language only, a person can identify in which emotion you are. Already we have done emotion skills, but still body language may include facial expression because human face is extremely expressive. It is able to convey countless emotions without saying any word. Our body movement, posture, gesture, eye contact, space, voice, paying attention to inconsistencies all are included in body language. Body language is very important to keep others' attention, to create a good atmosphere, to create more impact on others, provide information about an individual character, emotions, and reaction, an important and decisive factor when we are transmitting a message. So, we need to stand properly while we are speaking to elders or to the responsible person, or while we are charging any responsibility, we need to be present in a good body language. Positive body language. Here we have positive body language and negative body language. In positive body language, it includes smiling, eye contact, wide open, forward lean, nodding, positive facial expressions. And negative body language includes fake yawn, stare, moves away from the speaker, shake head negatively, and negative facial expression.